Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
little old school shit. So she came up to me and asked my name. I said it's Funky Mac. I don't play no games. If you wanna come home with me tonight, you better play your cards right. I came to rock right now. I'm the best and I came to get down. I've been known to rock a microphone. She got a boyfriend but left him home. See, I got
Johnny Kendhammer podcast, episode 11, talking about being consistent today. I'm on my balcony here in Brisbane. Nice, quiet Sunday evening. I was looking forward to recording this in the sauna to see how that would go, but they locked it up on me. Can't do it. Gonna sit here on the balcony. I do have some bad news for you guys. If you've been watching the channel, you know I've been doing 10 approaches a day for the last 19 days now. And I do have to tell you that dating is completely broken in 2026. If you are over 30 years old, if you're 42 like me, just give up now. It's completely broken. It's never going to work for you. It's fucking garbage. Cold approach doesn't work. Just watch the men go their own way. YouTube videos. Talk about how all women are red flags. Just be isolated, stay alone, get no feminine energy ever in your life. It's just trash. It's never going to work, especially in 2026. Just give up while you can. Obviously, I am joking. This is complete bullshit. I've only been doing this challenge for 19 days, like I said. It's been going very well. I'm not where I want to be quite yet. My interactions are getting better. It is moving along quite nicely. I do not feel the approach anxiety as much as I did in the beginning. Last week, we talked about overcoming approach anxiety and how one of the best ways that I found to do that was to dedicate yourself and commit to a challenge of some kind. So I've been doing the 10 approaches a day, and it's really changed everything for me. I committed to do this, so it doesn't matter how I feel. Most days this week, I've been tired and I have not wanted to go out and approach at all. But because I committed to doing it, I get it done no matter what. It doesn't matter if I'm tired. Doesn't matter if I don't feel like it. Doesn't matter if I'm not social that day. I'm still going to go out and do it. Sometimes the results suffer. Sometimes they don't. But that's really what's helped me continue to move forward, is just committing to do that. This goes in line with keeping consistent. Because I've been doing this every day and I haven't given myself the opportunity to take a day off, it's much easier for me to stay consistent. And because of that, I've come to see just how broken, we should say, cold approach is. So far this week, we'll just go a little recap of how the week's been. So far during this challenge, I've been doing this for, let me bring up all my notes. So I started this challenge on December 24th, 2025. So it's been a little bit over 3 weeks now. I'm just starting week 4 tomorrow, and I've done 210 approaches. So 210 approaches in the last 3 weeks, much better than I was doing when I was in Minneapolis, which was 1 approach a day for a couple weeks. I got a total of 68 approaches done. So I'm already way ahead of my approaches from February till April in Minneapolis. I'm way ahead of where I was in Mexico already. And just this week, so for those of you who say dating is broken, maybe it's broken for you. Maybe you're not taking the right actions. I'm just going to speak for me. I am 42. I would say I'm decently attractive. I'm no male model. I'm a little bit overweight. I do have a little bit of a dad bod belly. I do have some thinning hair. I'm not particularly clever or social, but this week alone, so just since Monday, the 5th, so all this week, I've done 10 approaches a day minimum, done 75 in total, but I've gotten, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 phone numbers. And I've been on dates with 2 25-year-olds that I had instant dates from the street. They were very receptive to me being to stopping them, talking to them, giving them a good experience. They wanted to continue to talk. We met up. These girls ended up, both of them ended up actually leaving the next day. So I didn't have a chance to meet up with them. And, maybe there's some things I could work on. That's probably absolutely the case. I did just get done with a date with a cute 20-year-old who was very excited for me to approach her as well. She says she's never had that happen before. She's not really particularly fond of the Australian men here. She says they're very feminine. I wouldn't say very feminine, but they do have feminine tendencies. They're not approaching. And because I had taken the initiative, because I had committed to doing these 10 approaches, I'm putting myself in that position. So if I had taken today off, let's say, I would not have gotten an instant date with a cute 25-year-old Irish girl who is here in town she's a flight attendant. If I was not keeping consistent, I wouldn't be getting these phone numbers where I'm practicing my texting ability to try to get these girls out on dates. I would not have had an amazing date last night with a girl that I've been seeing if I had not dedicated myself to getting this area of my life handled. Dating is not broken in 2025. It's not broken in 2026. It's actually probably even easier than it's ever been before. When I first started this, I guess from my divorce back in 2017 is when I split with my ex. 2018 is when I moved to Boston, and that's really where I started. RSD was huge at this time, and this is when you would see guys consistently going to clubs and gaming and having lines and routines and all this stuff. And it was good to learn from. You had people that you could go out with. You'd have wingmen. You'd be able to get some feedback while you're in set. All that stuff, that was very helpful. I find now, I don't know what's changed, maybe since COVID, maybe guys just don't want to change their dating life enough, but I'm in Brisbane. I think it's a town of 2.5 million people. I've gone out every day for the last 19 days for at least a few hours to get my 10 approaches. I have literally seen one guy do one approach the entire time that I've been doing this. So there is very limited competition. It is fucking awesome, to be honest. These girls are thanking, they thank you when you come up and talk to them. They're very receptive. They're looking for guys to have the balls to actually just go up and put themselves on the line. A lot of girls do not want to rely on online dating, so they're going to be very happy if you do approach them. I did have a girl I talked to yesterday. She was on her way to a Hinge date. She seemed very receptive about it. I haven't heard back from her. Maybe her Hinge date went great. That's awesome. But if I was only relying on online dating, I would not have met these 25-year-olds or this 20-year-old that I was on a date with tonight. It just would not happen because they don't need to be on dating apps. But they do still want to meet high-value guys. They do want to meet a guy who's masculine, who goes for what he wants, who can give them good flirty conversation when you interact with them. This is all like a skill set. I'm not born with anything special. If you've watched my journey, when I was getting out of my divorce, I was 220 pounds, balding. I had the widow's peak. I couldn't socialize at all. I'd have to go out drinking to get anywhere, just to feel like I could be social and talk to somebody. But I've been working on that over the years. I've improved my social skills. I've improved my nice guy tendencies. I don't have the covert contracts. I've read books like The 4 Agreements, which I'll keep coming back to. That's great if you're just getting started in improving your dating life. Plenty of other books. I can give you a bunch. Models, Rational Male, Think and Grow Rich, 12 Rules of Life. I mean, there's just so many. Definitely message me if you want a list of books, and that'll change your life. But these are all just like step by step, 1% every day. This is the stuff I'm doing. So it's helped me over the years. But this particular time, these last 20 days, this is the most approaches I've ever done at once. It's the most dedicated I've ever been to it. When I moved to Boston, I said I was dedicated, but a lot of times I would hide behind alcohol or I'd take it easy for a night. And then, you don't talk to anybody for a couple days and it's hard to get going again. Same in Vegas. I would go out every night to the clubs, and I thought I was making some improvements, and I would have some results, and then I would just kind of live off of the success, I guess, and then I would start smoking cigarettes. And then when I was go to these clubs, I was always, oh, I'll go approach or I'll go get this figured out after I have a cigarette or after I have another beer, or I'm going to take it easy tonight. I'm not going to do this. And then, my results were not nearly what I wanted them to be. And then I would get frustrated and I would get upset that I'm not where I want to be. Other people are getting better results than I am. And the reason that they were getting better results than I was is because I wasn't staying consistent. I would do well for a little bit and then I would stop and I would just think I could take it easy. And what I've been noticing with these approaches every day for the last, 19 days, is that because I'm being consistent, I'm starting to see a compound effect. I'm not hesitating when I'm going in to talk to cute girls because I want to and honestly, like when I'm going out, I still have this mindset of I don't want to go out today and do it. I've been very low energy the last couple nights. I think I've slept maybe 5 hours each night. The other night I was up till 3 a.m. getting that YouTube video edited. And then last night I was up until 3 a.m. with my date. And then, I'm doing this now at midnight. So I'll edit this and probably not get to bed till 2 a.m. So I'm waking up and I'm not like feeling highly motivated to go out and go talk to 10 girls to face rejection. Like I don't remember the wins that I had the day before. Most of the time I'm focused on just not wanting to do it. Like my brain is trying to tell me these things like, she's not going to like you. You're not going to have anything to say. You're too old. Like these thoughts come into my head, which just doesn't make sense because like if I look at my spreadsheet, like sure, there's a lot more no's than yeses, but I'm getting positive interactions. I'm getting instant dates. I'm getting phone numbers. I'm giving myself the opportunity to meet these people. The better I get, the more dates I'm going to have, the more social I'm going to feel. I can already tell that doing this has had a huge impact on my just natural social ability as well. I just talk to people on the elevator, at the front desk. I make jokes with people I see on the street if something sparks something just triggers in me. I'm starting to feel even more free. Like that's really I think one of the best things about doing cold approach is that it just teaches you so many things. You learn to lead. You have to lead on dates. You have to lead in an interaction. If you want a girl to come to your house, if you want to sleep with this girl, if you want to give her a good time, if you want to see her again, you have to be able to lead. She wants a man that knows what he's doing, that can handle things when they come up, wants to know that she can just be in her feminine. Like that's the kind of girls that I want. And you just learn this stuff as you continue to go. Okay, I have to lead. I have to set up the date. I don't know how many times I've heard girls say on a date or in their bio, like, I just want a guy who just tells me where to go and when to show up. It's not that hard to come up with a plan of let's meet for drinks here at this time. Or we're going to go to this restaurant on Sunday, wear something nice. Like, it's not a lot of work, but a lot of guys don't ever actually, I don't know if they just don't know this or they just don't want to take the time to do this. I was actually talking to Pat before this call. We were going over a lot of his matches on Tinder. He's trying to get this area going. But a lot of guys, I don't know if they're just not aware of, like most guys don't have the dating life that they want. Let's be honest about it. I don't know many guys that are consistently seeing the kind of quality that they want of girls, or they don't have abundance. I think most guys are just either in relationships that they didn't really want, they just kind of settled with, or they're just hoping somebody comes and saves them. I'll just go to the bars and she'll just randomly pick me, or I'll just randomly meet her one day. I went out Friday night. I went down and did some karaoke. It was super awkward because there was no one there, but it was still fun. But there was a guy I could see. He just had that behavior of a guy that would do anything to get this girl to like him. Very much like touching her, even though she would back up. He was like pretending to propose to her. Very much very supplicating. And I just had that vibe of like, this guy would be so grateful for this girl to go home with him, that even if he doesn't know anything about her, he would probably start to date her, because what else is he going to do? He's not able to just consistently go out and meet people. I think I mentioned this in a video also, like just the other day too. Like my Tinder date, I had this girl come straight to the house. We ended up going for a drink. I didn't want to just come straight to the house or into the apartment, but we met for a drink, and she was telling me she just joined Tinder on Sunday night. And already she had a guy that was infatuated with her, that wants to go from Sydney to Brisbane. She had another guy that's already upset that she's not messaging him good night or good morning. And it just really goes to show that these guys don't know anything about her, but because they're in such scarcity, either they're not getting matches, or they're getting matches, but they're not leading anywhere. So they're just very excited for this girl to really just like them, and like they would just settle for her already, and they know nothing about this girl. Like they don't know how she behaves. They don't know what she likes to do. They don't know if they even have the same interests or hobbies, but it's just, this girl likes me. She's talking to me. I'm happy. I'll take it. And then, 6 months goes by, a year goes by, and you're not happy. This is how many relationships form. This is absolutely how my marriage started. Got together, very happy, finally had somebody. Gonna just ignore the red flags, just grateful that somebody's there. And then, you just get into this relationship. You feel a little bit trapped, but it's better than being alone. But you're not really trying. So then you start playing video games. You really don't want to interact with your partner, your wife, your girlfriend. It's like, I'd rather just play video games. I hope you come home late. But you don't want to break up because you don't want to be alone. And then, eventually the relationship deteriorates. She leaves. Now, if you're me, you're alone, she's with somebody else, and you don't know what to fucking do. And then if you're not going to work on yourself, if you're not going to make a decision that you're going to get this area of your life fixed, then you probably get into a new relationship. Like if I didn't learn how to socialize and talk to girls and improve myself, of course I would settle with another girl. I don't want to be alone. I do like feminine energy. I do want to have sex. And if I have to put up with more red flags, I probably would have done it. I can't see why I wouldn't have. But now, because I'm getting this area of my life fixed, I have abundance. I go out, I do these 10 approaches. 10 of them are blowouts, whatever, that's fine. I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to go out tomorrow anyways. That doesn't really matter. If it goes very well, obviously I'm happy. I want to get on dates with gorgeous women, and I want to improve my social skills. Like that's awesome. But if it doesn't go well, I'm still going to come out tomorrow, and I'm going to still do the same thing. I made the commitment. I'm going to do it. That's why I don't really have as much approach anxiety. Obviously, it doesn't go away. And I do see girls that are in difficult situations, so I don't approach, or I do still have these weasels in my head that she might be too hot. But I'm going to get 10 approaches done. I don't approach girls that I'm not attracted to or that I would not want to go out on dates with, because I've been doing this for a while now. I don't want to just waste my time with girls I'm not going to message. So that helps as well. But now it's about keeping consistent. If I stopped tomorrow, if I just quit for the day, I'm very, very, very likely to quit on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Like if I stopped tomorrow, maybe I would go out Tuesday and then do 10, but then it'd be very easy for me to just quit and just say, oh, I'll just do it Friday after I feel rested, or I'll just do it Saturday. I want to get some good sleep. I want to get some work done. I want to go out with friends. Like there's just these things that come up. So for me, keeping consistent, like committing to it, I committed to do 60 days. I'm going to do it no matter what. That consistency is what propels me forward. I don't want to lose the streak. I don't want to let myself down. This is the same. I mentioned this the other day with alcohol. It's very easy for me. This was a recurring pattern for me all the fucking time for years. I would write in my journal all the time about this. I'm not going to drink tonight. And then I would go out and I would not drink, I would be fine. I would stay sober. I would have a decent night or maybe a really good night or maybe a shitty night, probably all the above. And then I would not stay consistent. I would just talk to myself like, okay, it's not a big deal if I drink Friday. I've been doing very well. And then I fall off and then I can easily drink that Saturday or again the next Friday. Like the consistency is gone. So it's easy for me to convince myself I can just drift some more. And so I would have so many nights where I was now drunk and I was wasting money and I would wake up hungover and feeling like shit. And then it took me several years of me saying, I don't want to drink anymore. I'm going to go out sober. A couple weeks go by. Okay, I'm going to have some drinks now. And then, it's off the wagon, off the rails. This happens. This still happens with me with my diet. I think that's one of the hardest parts because you do have to eat. And it's easy for me to convince myself that I can eat burgers and fries and it's not a big deal, but it does throw me off. It does keep me from being consistent. And then I go and eat cookies or some shit like that. So I'm working on that still. I have not gotten this figured out yet. This is one of the hardest struggles for me. But with approaching as well, I did, the beginning of the year, 2025, I was doing the approach a day in Minneapolis. I did that for over 60 days, just one a day. I was going over this with Pat. I was doing one a day. And because I was doing one a day, I put a lot of pressure on myself for that one because I wanted it to go well. For the first couple of weeks, I was just getting started. It was no big deal. And because I was only doing one, there's plenty of times where I'd pass up opportunities of girls that I would love to meet because I would just be like, well, I'll just get it later. And then I would have to go out and approach at like midnight on the street some girl that I didn't really find that attractive just to get it done. But I was keeping consistent. Like I was doing it every day. I would find opportunities to go and meet somebody. I did meet a girl that I did see consistently because of doing that. So it worked out great. But I went to Mexico in May. I think I was at maybe day 70 or something. And I missed a day. And after that, the streak was over and I didn't stay consistent. I started dating this girl, so I didn't really find a need to game or go out and do an approach, but I still should have kept consistent and done it because it's good for my social skills. It's always good to be better at flirting. It's always good to be better at just socializing and talking to people in general. But it's because I stopped being consistent that it was easy for me to quit. So now I've really am making a point of making this the best, not the best dating years of my life, but I want to get this shit handled. I want a hot girlfriend. I want a girl that I choose from abundance, not just some girl that I settle with out of scarcity and just say she's good enough. I want a girl that wants to be with me because she respects me and can see the kind of man I am and is very appreciative that I came and approached her. Most guys would never do that. And to get that, she's not just gonna show up. I gotta put in the work. So that's why I'm doing this 10 approaches a day. I committed to doing that. So if you guys are not happy with your dating life, if you think dating is broken in 2025 and you are 30, I mean, if you're in your 30s, then fuck you. Like I'm in my 40s, I got to figure this out. George is in his 50s. He's seeing a girl who's in her 20s. Like it's possible, but we want to get this shit figured out. Dating is not broken. It's probably broken for you if you're not doing something about it. If online dating is not working for you, well, what can you do to improve your photos? If you're not getting the dating life you want in person, like, are you learning new skills? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you building yourself up as a man? Are you making yourself more attractive? There's definitely things that you can do. I'm not anything special. I think I'm handsome. I think I'm good looking. I think I have a good vibe. These are things that I've worked on. But I'm 42, and if I was listening to a lot of the stuff that I see online, men going their own way, women are terrible, you got to worry about all these women in the West and never get married and watch all these red flags and blah, blah, blah. It's like, why would you even fucking bother then? Like, yeah, just stay home and watch YouTube videos and comment about how grateful you are that your ex is gone. It's like, well, maybe you should reflect on things you contributed to why the relationship sucked. I can look back on why my wife left me 8 years ago. I was a good man. I was a terrible husband. I was overweight. I had no purpose. I was terrible at socializing. Like, why does she want to be with a guy that's boring and doesn't do anything and would rather play video games than like going on an adventure or any of that stuff? It's it's easy to point your finger at somebody and blame them for the problems of something, but look at yourself. What are you doing that could be improved? You don't have the dating life that you want. What can you do to improve it? There's things you can do. I know for me, I have to go and commit to keeping consistent. I have to go out. I have to put myself out there. These girls are not going to come find me. I'm not just going to walk down the street and because of my Brad Pitt good looks, they're not just going to come fucking talk to me. And if they did, it would be weird and I wouldn't get anything out of it because I feel confident. It feels good when you go and talk to a girl and get her on an instant date or get her phone number and she's excited to hear from you. Like that's something that you accomplished. Like you went out and put yourself on the line. This is something that, like I said, I've been in Brisbane now for probably a good month. Seen one guy do one approach outside of like me, George, and Steven. So it's not a ton of competition. It's not like there's a bunch of people out here doing this stuff. It's easy to stay anonymous. You're just giving people compliments of value, so you don't have to worry about being weird or creepy. Obviously, if the girl says no and you keep following her, then yeah, you're fucking weird. But if you just go up and say, hey, I thought you looked nice and give her the opportunity to stay or go, you're not doing anything wrong. You're giving yourself the best opportunity to meet people. I think how else are you going to do it? Say you're my age, 42. What options do you have? I'm not going to meetups.coms. I'm not going to speed dating. I'm not going out during the week to events. I would rather spend my time with my friends working and then going out and practicing my communication and talking to people. I guess I could stop with all of that. It's going to be close to the end of this podcast. I felt like I was rambling quite a bit. Yeah, I guess the message of this is it's all completely broken. Just give up. Don't even bother improving. All the girls that you get numbers from are just going to flake. All the girls that you see are just going to come to your house and get you sick and not want to see you again. It's all over. I'm just going to go cry about it. I think I'm just going to start making YouTube videos about, men need to be heard. Men need to have their rights. Where's my men's rights? It's not fair that I can't just go out and these women don't just love me. This is fucking bullshit. I just want to sit in my room and eat Cheetos and not actually improve myself or make me more attractive. It's so much easier just to say, this guy's got everything and I got nothing. It's easy for him, blah, blah, blah. Yep, I could do that. Maybe I will do that. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe the next challenge will be, how many girls can I get by complaining on Reddit? Or how can I change my dating life by making videos about how no girls can be trusted in the West? Generalize everybody. They're all fucking garbage. Yep, I'm going to see that's going to be the next 60-day challenge. We're going to make a video just about how terrible things are, and we're going to see if I get the life I want. That's pretty good. I like this. I like where this is going. All right, I'll stop with this nonsense. But in all seriousness, dating, you can believe what you want. You got to ask yourself, is it helpful for me to believe this? Is it true? And if it is true, is it helpful? Is it true that I'm 42? Yeah. Is it helpful for me to think that I'm too old to get women that I'm attracted to that are younger and hotter? No, it's not helpful to believe that. It's also proving to not be true. This week alone, I've been on 2 dates with two 25-year-olds, and tonight I had a girl come over, and I think she might have got me sick. We'll see. My throat's kind of itchy now. But yeah, if this is what broken dating looks like, then sign me up, I guess. If you guys do ever need assistance, book a call. I'll do an online profile review for you. Shameless promotion there. But get this shit handled. It's not too late. The longer you delay it, the harder it's going to be, or the more time you're just wasting. I'm hoping I'm showing that this is possible. It is something that you can do. I'm not a fucking expert. I don't have thousands of girls that I've slept with. I don't have 10,000 approaches. Like, I'm getting back into this. I feel like my results are getting much better the more I consistently do it. I have obviously done years of experience with this on and off, so I probably do have some advantage of it, but I'm hoping it goes to show you what is possible, being, one, committing to it, and then two, being consistent with it. Like, I'm not going to take a day off. I'm going to get these 10 done for 60 days. That's the challenge. I committed to it. I'm going to be impeccable with my word. It's not going to stop, because I know if I take a day off, if I'm sick tomorrow, if my throat hurts, I'm telling you, I'm going to fucking go do it. It's not going to be great approaches. It's probably going to lead to nothing, but I'm still going to go get it done. It has to be done. Otherwise, I'll just stop doing it. And then where am I going to be? I'll now stop doing it. And then 6 months from now, I'll start up again. And I just lost 6 months. And who knows who I could have met. If I took off today, I had 3 dates today. I met a girl yesterday, talked to her for a minute and a half. She was very excited that I approached her, wanted to meet for breakfast. Typically, I don't take girls out for breakfast or dinner, but figured, hey, what the hell? Why not? Let's see what happens. Very fun, very flirty. She had to leave today for the airport, so didn't get to really see her, but she's sending me very positive messages. Had a good makeout on the date. Very flirty, very future projecting, very open. Then I had an instant date with a girl who was a flight attendant. Very fun, very flirty. And then I had that date tonight from a girl that I approached just the other day. So, I don't know. I guess dating's broken. I'm done. I'm going to go, I guess, post this video very quickly. It's almost 12:45. Maybe I can get to bed by 2 a.m. Maybe I can get back on a decent sleep schedule. We will see. Either way, I'm still going to go out tomorrow. I'm still going to do my 10 approaches. It's going to get done. Follow along with the journey. If you want to see me on Instagram, I post consistently how I'm feeling, what I'm doing. I post in the school group the breakdowns of the field reports of the approaches I've done, so you can see how those go. A lot of the times I will record them and try to get those posted on there if you want to hear me get blown out, if you want to hear them go well. Yeah, follow along with the journey. I hope this just shows you, like, I'm nothing special. I'm just committed to doing it, and I'm going to stay consistent, and I'll teach you the things that I learn. But yeah, it's something that you can learn. It is a skill set. Even a bad day of approaching is still going to build you up in some way. Like, there's just no downsides. So we'll leave it there. Happy Sunday when you hear this. Hope you guys are doing well. Peace out. I guess it'll be Saturday, actually. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. See ya. Bye.
Download new pics to my iPad while your girlfriend look like she dressed in drag. You a fan, this is forever. Ladies in love with my agenda. My name's something these girls remember. She write hers down, return to sender.